Let's start. Officially, good afternoon and welcome out to the Market Watch Group Weekly Market Wrap. My name is Scott. I will be your host. As always, keep in mind that we are not brokers or advisors. We do not provide recommendations or guidance. Everything we do is for education and illustrative purposes only. And with that said, let us talk about the agenda. Market analysis. What did we get today? We talked about what would happen today for everyone who was there last night, and we said, I think we're going to see an inside day, a bullish inside day. We said we could see more selling. We didn't see that. We said we could see a doji that sits at the bottom of yesterday's lows, where it's like just kind of indecision after the sellers, but not much. Or we could see buyers. We saw buyers. At least we've seen them for now. Still 40 minutes. Anything can happen. Talking about today's market analysis, we'll revisit the market posture. I think our score is going to drop. Is it enough to be like scared? Maybe not. Is it enough to be concerned? Probably. Trades over the weekend. The last alert, if you're in the Fastenal trade, I think that still looks fine. I'm going to keep it. Just got in a trade. I'm going to keep it. So certainly there are some trades. I still think there's setups. Financials got rattled a little bit, but overall, as they come out of earnings rattled, there's still opportunities there. I think that there's some opportunities in technology. If you look at the chips, there's some setups developing. Let me know if you've seen that or if you like it. I think there's opportunities in communication services. Google made a smashing move after their earnings. Yeah. I still, and again, one of the theme from yesterday, a la presse, was shaken, not stirred, question mark. I believe this, I believe this is feeling okay as far as my analysis is concerned. Let me know what you guys think. What's coming out next week? We got through employment, and the employment was not great. Very unexpectedly, though the rationale makes sense. A lot of jobs disrupted by big storms, so it was very regional. Certainly, we'll see it, but I think that all that does is cement with how we saw PCE numbers, the Fed's going to go ahead and knock it another quarter. And we are on pace for another quarter still in December. It's quiet. You guys tell me if you agree. We'll look at the opportunity list. As I said, I think we're going to see opportunities still setting up in financials. Good trends, good pullbacks, higher lows still setting up. I think that the chips in the tech sector are looking quite tasty for a setup. I think that Google, possibly, I mean, look at consumer discretionary. If I'm going to flag a sector for us to spend a little time searching on Tuesday night, I think it's consumer discretionary. Look at Tesla, look at Amazon. They're behemoths that are leading that group. It's quite favorable, right? So we'll look at the watch list and then trading plan. This is your last few days. You have today and tomorrow to work on Section 4, get your risk management details in place. We're moving in November. We're moving into the second half of the trading plan. So we'll go into routines. Obviously, with the holidays, a little bit of time off, we're going to dedicate December to prioritization month. As we get to the end of November, we'll do a session on trading plan prioritization. How do you go through your trading plan, rate each component, and then say, okay, which of these is, which of these do I need to really clean up a little bit? And that'll help you in December. As we go into the first of the year as a group, our objective is to trade the plan, which means we're gonna talk about implementing an accountability where your mechanism, right, where you're scoring yourself every day. How did I execute my plan today? Scale from 1 to 5. How did I execute it at the end of the week, 1 to 10? And you're basically saying, hey, am I actually doing it? As in coaching, I've seen a lot of times where people create these beautiful plans, and then as they describe what they're doing, it's like they paint this beautiful their plan is this beautiful picture, and then their actual execution is this dark black and white, like, oh, what's going on here? These aren't the same things. And it has us then get an ability to evaluate, are we actually executing as defined? And if not, where's the breakdown so that we can fix it? That is, like, everyone's like, oh, my New Year's resolution is to write a new trading plan. No. We're getting the plan in place now. New Year's is about execution. We execute. We're going to do it anyways, right? Most New Year's resolutions are like, oh, I'm going to do something different. No. We're going to trade anyways, but we're going to trade our best because of the prep work we're doing right now. All right, let's dive in. Okay, so today's market, we've given back a good chunk of it. So the sellers are pushing back. Let's go look at the intraday. Strong, right? We opened strong, pushed, and then it's just been like a slowly pushing them back down. We've pushed up a little bit here. Can we rally? Can we rally and get back near this 574 mark? Do we fall and get back near today's open? Yeah, that would be tough if we gave it all back. We'd like to see the buyers hold on. Okay, real quickly here. This is because you guys are so quiet. I'm forcing you to interact. We're going to do a quick quiz. A, you think it's going to rally and get up near this 574. Not all the way to the highs, but back up to this level. B, you think it's going to stay where it is, somewhere around 572. C, let's call it 572 and a half. C, you think it's going to get back to the lows, 571, 571 and a half. A, B, C. What do you got? Give me your answers. There we go. Now people are participating. I love it too because you can see also Nick M. Either it's been a while or welcome for the first time. Either way, it's good to see you. Welcome out. Thanks for jumping in on the quiz. Appreciate it. So we got 8 people. Okay. Pretty good range. I've got more C's and B's. David is my bull. David's like, the buyers will come. Man, I kind of feel like I'm more in the B camp right now. I hope for the A, and I feel myself more in the B. Okay. Oh, there you go. All right, let's go talk about it real quickly. What's the thought process on the trade alert so we can just see it live, right? I like to see that here. You can see I've got the turn. And the candle is red, but it's actually holding up near its highs better than other things. So I'm okay with this right here. Issues with the trade alert. I love it. Absolutely. Put them at me. Give me the issues, meaning like I misspelled something or like you think it's a bad alert. Entry range typo. Oh, let me see. If it is, I'll fix it real time. Let's talk about it. We need to talk about the posture. We need to talk about the alert. 50. Oh, shit. You're right. 82.55. My bad. If it drops down to 52, don't enter. Don't enter. Son of a gun. Oh, you're right. Man, look at me. So bad. I'm trying to hurry it out. Miguel on his A game. Miguel doesn't have anything but an A game. Okay, let me repost this. I bet everyone got the gist of it because everyone's so smart, but you're right that I should hurry and put this back out. Give me a second. Edit the message. Asterisk. Initial alert had a typo and strike issue. Yeah, the 182 would be much cheaper. They wouldn't sell it. Had a typo and strike issue. Corrected alert below. Plenty of time. Plenty of time. And let's trash this. And let's add. I appreciate your patience. Confirm. Oh, did it print it differently? It did. It just kind of printed. Go look at it real quick, everyone. Sorry. I'm like, go do this. The alert, it actually like took it from a picture and put it just into text. But range 82.25 to 83. Bull call 82.85. Strike, which looks like this. If it drops, I can close it and lose half. Let me get back to where I can see what you guys are saying to me, please, here. Dun, 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 dun. What am I doing here? Okay. Did that work? Did I paste that? I don't even know if I just pasted that or not. I think it's right in the alerts. I don't know if I pasted that right there, but I think so. Anyway, okay. This is what it looks like as a trade. What do I like about it? It doesn't have to, all it's got to do is get, above 83.5, which is about $1.30. And time is on my side. Right now, time is against me, but very minimally so. If it gets above 85, if it gets to 85 or above, my target's above 85. Right? All it has to do is get here to 85 by expiration. If it stays in this trend at or above, I'm at max gain at expiration at or above this line right here. That's it. If it gets to this line here, I'm making money and time is on my side. And I'm getting 3-to-1 at this level, what I'm losing at this level, and they're the same distance apart. Right? So I'm getting just some favorable conditions. I have time for this to just sort of meander for a couple of weeks and see if it gets higher. That's the trade, right? I'm not looking at Walmart like, look at this super bullish stock. I think it's going to smash 20% higher. I don't think that at all. I don't need that. I just need it to move up in this trend that it's been on, right? That's it. If it can generally stay on the trade, even if it went a little sideways, but moved up just a little bit, I'm going to be okay. That's all I need. So what do I like about this? It's a probability trade, right? It's a probability trade. I have a higher probability of success. A lot of times we need things to move like from here to here. We draw this line and it's like, it's good. It's a guide. Sometimes like we've had PLTR moved great. Other times doesn't move as well. We just sort of do the best we can. But something like this, you can see that's it. The trend line I already have is representative of the trade I need. All I need is at or above that point right there, and I'm at max gain. What does max gain look like? This is 4 contracts. I try to keep it around 250 risk approximately, right, which fits a lot of different accounts. A $10,000 account could be taking 250 of risk. A $25,000 account could be taking 250 of risk. Even a $50,000 account could be taking 250 of risk theoretically, right? So a lot of different places could have you there. What would that look like? I'm risking about 250 to make what? About 728 is max gain. So I am very close to 3 to 1, and I get max gain anywhere above 85. You might be like, oh, I need it here. I need it here today. By the time we get to expiration day, I just need it right here in this little zone between 85 and 86, and if it's there, I'll close this for max gain. So I feel like I have a pretty good probability of that. We'll see. That'll be an interesting one for us to talk about. Okay. Questions, comments, concerns? Let me know. That's the alert. It's a tough one. If you're not an options trader, if you're new, if you're only trading stocks, it's not really the same kind of a stock trade, right? The stock trade, we've got a one-to-one, essentially a one-to-one trade that we can turn into a 3 to 1 using an option strategy. That's kind of what we're, trying to bank on, so to speak. Okay. Let's go back to the charts. Guys are so quiet. You're just thinking about the weekend? What's going on? Let's go take a look at the SPY again. Oh yeah, we're right at the lows for the day. The low is still a 0.5% up. We're not going to get a volume day today. 5 a.m. Got it. Sandy's excuse. The rest of you have no excuse. We're going to get less than average volume here. So is that going to be enough to tilt my score? I think no. I think I'm probably going to keep my score the same. The overall over this 30-day period. Well, let's go through it. Let's talk about it real fast here. I'm going to go fast because we don't have a ton of time. We're looking at that trade alert. Okay. What do we have? 1.5 on the long-term trend. That's going to go for me. I would love to hear from the rest of you, but we've now broken down below the green line. And so that green line we've been flirting, it hasn't been to the top of the green line. Here it got kind of close, here it didn't even get close. So can we really say that is representative? I just don't think we can anymore. So I'm going to shift to this. It's going to drop by 1.25. I emphasize again, it's not that something happened this week that was so weak. We've been talking about it for multiple weeks now. So I'm going to drop my score. Let's go down to 6 months. I'm fine with this, actually. This is still above this. This is still a higher low. This is overall still, I'm not going to lower my short-term score. I'm pretty sure. Is anyone going to lower theirs? If you are, tell me. Let's go to volume. This is the one where I think there's going to be a good discussion. This is still here as a selling day, but it's the very, very last day. I discount these last few days on a regular basis. That's nothing new. So I'm going to score these 4, 3 sells and a tie. Not great. I'm going to score that as a minus 0.25. And you'll notice that our sanity check, we're straight across. We went down, then up, then down. A minus 0.25, straight across. Yeah. Are we concerned? For sure. This is our most recent action. What do we see? Little bit of selling pressure mounting. Let's put it in perspective though. Okay, so 586 is our starting point. We got as low as 569. Okay? What does that equate to by way of a retracement? 569, 17 points divided back into 586. That is all of a 3% retracement. 3% pullback. Is it even a consolidation? It's not even 4, 5, it's 3% for now. But even with 3 accelerated volume days in this, it's still only 3%, and this is still a higher low than this most recent low here. I'm in an uptrend. Anytime we have a flag type pattern that fails, I'm not like, oh, that's a lower high and a lower low. That's it. Like, no, I don't. Of course. Why would we do that? That doesn't make sense. We'll acknowledge it, but for me right now, I'm going to leave my short-term score the same. My volume score, I'm also going to leave the same. I think it'll be interesting because communication services looks fine. Consumer discretionary with Tesla and with Amazon, that's rallied. Financials has pulled back, but still is overall bullish. I think we could still see the major market score hold up. I didn't see anything that would make me feel differently there. So as of right now, we're going to lose 1/4 of a point, and now the VIX. And we needed to look at that for today anyways. So let's back out to 6 months, and let's get the VIX, and let's understand how are the institutions seeing this. So 23 held. There's 23 back here. It got up to that 23, pulled back, and then it did this little lower high dance right there. Nice bullish opportunity. Another nice bullish opportunity. This one here, 10.8, and again 10.16. Let's go see what we think about trading off of that. 10.8 is here, nice little pop. 10.16 failed to materialize. Overall, should we be thinking to ourselves that there's an opportunity setting up here as we see the VIX hold at that 23 mark? Yes. However, sometimes I feel like I have 6 hands, 5 hands. I'm like on one hand, but on the other hand, but on the other hand still. VIX. Yeah, so very similar kind of a look. But we did have this was still a higher low, and by way of our score, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, higher, same high, higher low, same high. I think we actually already scored this. Yeah, we already scored that. We said it could pop back up if we got a lower high here. We didn't. We got a same high here. Actually, I think that's it. I think even though it was kind of a nasty week, I think our score is only going to drop. Of course, we'll go through it again. Everyone will be a little bit more vocal probably after they've rested for a couple of days. You guys are so quiet. I love that meme right there. That girl's hilarious. Okay, 4.5. Yeah, we're fine. I think I feel good about that. Let's get to the watch list and see if that coincides with what we're saying here. I'm going to keep getting distracted by that cute little girl eating that sugar. Okay, start at the top. Apple. Broke the 50. We've done that before. We did just have new highs. I don't know. I'm gonna wait and see. I think this is a big enough drop that I would probably like to see it make a higher low before pulling the trigger. I don't think I'm gonna try to trade out of this bottom. Let me know if you think you are. Curious if anyone is interested in that. Same thing here. A lot of these are now consolidation patterns. I still think they have strength, but at this point, they've got to bust up, come back, higher low. Not Amazon. Look at Amazon. But look at that. It gapped up, gapped down, gapped up. It's all the way back up at its old highs. Kind of a cup. So if we just had a cup, what might we think will come next? Maybe a handle? I would trade the handle if we get it. APO. If not for earnings, I would be like, yeah, this thing looks great. Wait and see. AppLovin. I don't know why I keep saying AppLovin. AppLovin Fools. Earnings coming up. Looks bullish. I can't trade into earnings though. AXP. If you traded it and you got shook yesterday, you got almost all of it back today, and you're thinking, okay, can we regain this trajectory just a little hiccup to the side? I would think. Let me know. If you're in a trade on AXP or BAC not quite as much. BK, same kind of a thing. It failed to materialize, but it also failed to break support. So those are interesting trades right there. With the bullish posture, I could see staying in them, giving them a little more chance. I hate taking losses that I don't need to take. BX, very similar. Signal here, hiccup here. Hasn't really broken any support levels. Caterpillar in a consolidation. It's got to go. I'm not looking to trade the low. I'm looking for it to go up, come down, make a higher low, then go. Right? From right here. It really wasn't great until it went all the way up, came back. This higher low, look at that trade. That's the trade we're waiting for, right? CMG, I don't know. You're a little late. Just went 5.5%. What are you looking for? Coherent, a little too close to earnings. Diamonds. Okay, let's take a look and see what we think about the diamonds. I'm going to do a quick comparison between the Dow and the Russell. Dow, Russell. The Russell's kind of holding at the 50, holding at the old low. What's the Dow doing? Got a little below the 50, got a little below the old low. If I were to assess one as being a little bit more resilient, I would say small caps right now. And that's going to keep the lean a little bit more bullish when we look at our major market analysis. So it's subtle. It's subtle, but it's still kind of pointing to that bullish market showing the resilience that we're hoping for. Fastenal. Market's rattled. This thing's pinching a little bit. So what does that mean? Pare a little down. Take a little profit off the table. Hold the rest. Take half off. Hold the rest. I wouldn't do more than that. It's got some legs, I feel like. It's got some ability. Let your winners run if you can. Let me know what you're doing with yours if you're in it. I'm a less than half pair down. A small pair down carry. Let's see. Earnings are coming out on Monday, so we'll just keep watching that for a minute. Bitcoin. If you're a Bitcoin trader, setup is developing. Oh, that's not what I want. Let me give BTC futures. Let's get Dodgers. Okay, fair enough. Put it on there. Yeah, definitely setting it up. This thing broke a cup and handle right here. Bitcoin might want to go for a little run. Where were we? Genova. No, Vernova. They should just call it Jernova and cut out the middle. Bullish, but not an entry. Gold, setting up. Interesting to see the correlation between gold and Bitcoin, right? Is it a commodity or a currency? I don't know. Google setting up early trade next week? Hell yes, we're thinking about it. Goldman Sachs, still viable? Hell yes, thinking about it. Home Depot, no. Consolidation, earnings coming up. I don't see it coming. I don't see it materializing. Robinhood got a little bashed. We'll see what happens. IBM got bashed. We'll see what happens. IWM holding at the 50. Hold the line. Hold the line. JCI. I mean, it's holding up above the 50, but there's no momentum there. Ooh, one of my favorites. I think I smell a trade coming next week on KKR. It smells nice. Like chocolate chip cookies. MasterCard. It's got some volatility around earnings. I think you probably want to watch and see how the dust settles, but it's been on a good trend. It is still above the 50, so see what it looks like here. Mickey Donald's. Onion fiascos blowing over. Meta, like Google. Yes. Strong report. Got to the old high. Come back down. If we bounce off of this, for sure I'm going to think about that. Morgan Stanley still looks viable to me. Another one in the financials. Microsoft, nah, it's got work to do. No interest there for a little while. NDAQ, yeah, looks viable to me. Plenty of strength out there still is the message, I think. Nvidia is, Netflix kind of sideways, kind of expensive. I gotta think Netflix is thinking about a split with the split action that's been going on. I gotta think that. Nvidia setting up for sure. Plenty of time before earnings. PLTR would be setting up if not for earnings. We'll see what happens there. That's our favorite. 3 in a row. The third one not nearly as good as the first two, but we got 3 in a row. We hat tricked. We hat tricked on PLTR. Beautiful contributor to the last 2 months' results. If you got the hat trick, give me a hell yes. If you only got the brace, if you're not a soccer person, that's 2. If you only got 2 out of 3, let me know. You guys are just so quiet today. PayPal. I think still maybe. QQQ, holding on the 50. RTX. Broke the 50. You know what? I was kind of... Hat trick origin was hockey. I'll give it that. Is that where they used to throw their hat on the ice? First? Yeah. I'll give it its propers. I'm getting rid of RTX, by the way. It's gone. Okay, so then who can give me the origin of the brace? We're big Messi fans at our house. We love Messi. Our kids grew up in the height of the Messi era. That's funny. Okay. The brace. Southern. What happened to utilities today? Woo! I was thinking about XLU today and then it shut it down, which is why we like the concept of confirmation. What do we have going on here? It's holding, but barely. Everybody who said C looks like they're going to win today's quiz. We're going to do every Friday a quiz. just like we did. And I'm telling this. So A, sorry, David the Bull. B's, including myself, we just didn't get it. C's, well done, you magnificent bastards. Tesla, you guys know I have a hard time with Tesla. But it does look like it's setting up for another trade. Sellers are just, just let me finish. Thinkorswim, what are you doing? Don't be ridiculous. Low memory. TSM, it's not there yet, but it's close. Trade Desk still looks good, but you're too close to earnings. UUP. Oh man, the dollar's still strong. Still strong. The VIX. I think the VIX looks viable for a market bounce into next week. I still like Walmart, even though it's the red candle. Let's finish with the sectors. Basic materials looks like it's dropping. Communication services still look strong. Energy, nothing there. Financials still look strong. Industrials, a little tepid. Technology still looks like it could hold up. A little below the 50, but I'm okay with it. Staples, not much there. Utilities, I don't know what happened. I was looking at it today and I'm like, oh gosh, what's going on? Nothing in healthcare. Something in consumer discretionary. That's the story. Let's quickly talk about our trading plans. If you're new, Nick, grab your plan, get started. We're working on risk management, where we define heat, trade risk, number of trades, how we adjust, how we correlate our market posture and our risk levels. How do we get a tsunami indicator out of it, and when do we take a break? If you want to see what it looks like, I have one. I don't have one. I have time to get one. Oh, the downloads and the links in the circle. Circle is going to be awesome. We are going to start transitioning. I am going to implement a plan, maybe doing 4 people at a time. And every 3 days bringing 4 people in. I'll gather like whoever wants to do it. And then I will start bringing you over to get a part of the new experience. Let's go quickly to the downloads. And sorry, you guys, my computer is all of a sudden running really slow. My computer is kind of working like you guys are working. It's a little sluggish, not responding up to par. I'm just saying. Oh, shit. Oh, did it just shut down? Son of a bitch. Oh, I'm back. Sorry, I lost you. It kicked me off. Can you guys hear me? Let me turn my screen back on. The one thing about getting kicked off is I'm at least quick to recover. Yes? Okay. Okay, real quickly, let me... it's in Trading Resources. And there is a sample trading plan outline. And when you click the link, you can visit the site. Going forward, I'm actually going to be able to just put the documents and you'll download them straight from the circle. It's so cool. I almost swore. Sorry. Here's our sample trade. There's the closing bell. If you want a little help, here is a risk management. What does it look like? It doesn't have to be a lot. That's portfolio heat. That's trade risk. It can be small things. This just gives you an idea, right? It gives you an idea. What kind of adjustments? That's not very long, but it's well thought out. That's what we're looking for. Doesn't have to be long. Does have to be well thought out. Okay. Let's call it there. It's good to see you guys. I hope you enjoy the rest of your weekend. We will be on Sunday, usual time, 11 a.m. Eastern time. We will rescore. We will make sure our watch list looks good to go. Make sure we're all aligned and ready for the week. If you can't make it, I'll post the recording. All right. Good to see you all. Stay safe. Enjoy nice fall weather. As always, happy trading.